Our final lesson with is going to be solving rational equations. First of all, we have a warm-up for you, so pause the video and solve each of these equations, then turn it back on to check your answers. Of course, x is equal to 17. Add 7, divide both sides by 2. And factor this one, we get x plus 6, x minus 2, so x is equal to negative 6 and positive 2. A rational equation is an equation that contains at least one rational expression. This is an example of a rational equation, and this is a counterexample. Steps to solve a rational equation. First of all, you factor the denominators. You multiply each side by the least common denominator. You simplify, solve it, then you need to check for extraneous solutions. Let's practice that. So the solutions, first of all, we need to start by factoring this one. And it looks like our least common denominator is going to be x plus 3, x minus 3. We multiply both sides by that. So in essence, this would factor out, which means that x needs to be multiplied by x plus 3. This one needs to be multiplied by x minus 3. And this one has all it needs, so we're not going to actually multiply it by anything. Then simplify. So distribute and combine your like terms, and then actually solve for x. So x is equal to positive or negative 1. You need to check your solutions. So you go back in the original and substitute in a positive 1 and a negative 1 to make sure that you get true answers. So they both check. So our solution, x is equal to negative 1 and x is equal to 1. Another example. What's the first thing we need to do, you remember? You need to factor. Now let's look for least common denominator. Looks like it's going to be x plus 2, x plus 1. So we're going to multiply both sides by that. This one needs nothing. It will stay the same. The numerator stay the same. This one, the numerator needs to be multiplied by x plus 1. And this one, the numerator is going to be multiplied by x plus 2. Distribute and simplify. This one would be factored x plus 1 squared. So x is equal to negative 1. Now let's look. Are there any restrictions up here? We can't let any of our denominators be 0. Negative 1 will make this denominator 0. So, due to restrictions on the domain, there is no solution to this one. Okay, let's practice a few more on our own.